So here it is, the Boblov camera. And you know what? I really like this camera. Now, I have to thank Exploring the Entity, Carl, for this, because he was the one that recommended it to me. And you know what? It's great. Anyone out there who is a paranormal investigator, ghost hunter, or urban explorer, I'd say this pretty much up your street. A lot of people, they get GoPros, you know, action cams. Some of the GoPros, they have little adapters to make them see better at night. Well, this has some features built into it which are pretty darn good. Now, I know this screen's not huge, but it's sufficient. Now, if I hold down this button here, that's when it goes to night vision. And if I just press it, I do get a little light there on the front. Now, I'm going to cut to a scene where you can see what this looks like filming in the day, and loads of shots of it being filmed at night. And personally, I think it looks really creepy.
It's not too bad. The audio that you can hear is the audio from this camera as well. This is my garden. Some birds going over. And I'll cut now to a night shot. Let's see what you think. Okay, so this is nighttime now, and this is without the torch, so I'll do that. There we go. So we've got the torch light there, same area. It's not completely dark out here, but yeah, you get an idea without the night shot. Now this is with, and yeah, you can see the difference there. I mean, look just how far. It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. There's the moon up there, look. I'm gonna do some more shots of this at night from times where I've done investigations. I'm just gonna put them up now for you. So here you go. A whole nother section to the building. As long as these guys stay here. Let them stay here and carry on filming. Josh, you're in charge.
Alright, we're all going home. Just cold now, can't we get them warm?
Do you know what else I like about this? The fact that this bit here moves. Now, not all of the models do this, but it does do it on this particular model. And this is great because if you're putting it on the floor and it's quite low down, you know, you're going to see like that. It's going to be, you're going to cut off most of the people. Whereas if it's on the floor, you can then point it up. So then the subject can be seen. And there's many a times that I've done this. And I think it's great. There's also other little bits of features. So obviously you can record here with the button on the front. You can record here, the button on the side. You can take photographs using this, like so. You can also go to just recording audio mode, okay? Just audio mode. If you hold the button down here, it will flash and a siren will start. I can only assume that this is for security or police or people that think they're being attacked. That's the only thing that it must be for, some sort of panic alarm. Okay, so what are the problems? Well, the first problem I had was the little area here where the USB goes in and out. It was a rubber thing and I was pulling it back, pulling it back, pulling it back. It just snaps off. Is this a me thing? Probably. Also, the cable that comes with this is the USB cable. Now, you have to use the one that comes with it in order to connect to the computer. If you don't, it won't work. You won't get an active connection come up on here. Another issue I found is if I'm transferring a large amount of files, for some reason this cuts itself off and then you have to do try it again, and then they will eventually come off. One feature, talking of things cutting things off, is if you leave this going without touching anything at all, this screen will turn off. Now this is to save power, so don't think that your recording is necessarily stopped, because it hasn't, and there's been times where, you know, myself or someone in the team have panicked and gone, oh my, like I wasn't even recording, when in fact it's still recording.
Mark, the bubble off is gone. It shut off, mate.
Before I go into the major tech side of this, one thing I forgot to mention is it does actually record audio, and the audio, it isn't great. It's quite muffled. I think it's dampened, or it's got a lot of noise filters on it. So unless you're pretty close to it, it's gonna sound really muffled. So you want to have another audio device in the room recording if you're looking to capture really good crisp sound. Anyway, so what is this? Well, this is a 128 gigabytes device. There's no memory card slot for it, so it's direct to the device. You can't like change that or do anything else with it. You get around 15 hours worth of battery life, which is amazing. And it's also 4K, and I think it does up to like 30 frames per second at 240 megapixels, I think, as well. Let's just go into the menus and have a deeper look at things here. Ooh, there's one of the menus. So as you can see at the moment, I've got it recording in 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames. How do I get a menu up? There we go. So it is a little bit clunky with trying to figure out what the menus are and how to get into them and stuff, but here's the video resolutions, as you can see. Now obviously this one's going to be bigger files to take, but you know, you can change it to that if you like, and obviously you can do, you know, timestamps, recording your audio. Car mode, that's if you're using it as specifically a dash cam. And then you've also got the how you want it to be decoded. Obviously the better one is H265, so it's got quite a lot of stuff going for it. I mean, find normal economy. Post record, that means basically if you're using it as a dash cam, if you've crashed but it's not continuously recording, I think that means that it's going to record like 5 minutes before. It's also got GPS tracking, lots of different things in this. Motion detection, so it'll only go off if something happens, so it don't have to be continuously recording, which could be good for investigations. Oh, so a bit, you got to sort of press that to press that to press that. A lot of this is just, you know, this decides on if it's, you know, if I manually want to do it or if it's going to pick it up. So there could be light in the room and then suddenly the light goes off, so then the infrared will automatically come on. I've just got it set to manual so I can control it myself. I've got like voice prompts that you can use on this as well. I've not looked too much into that, to be honest with you. Not sure what the antivirus is for or any of this password stuff. I think this is when you're starting to get more down the security side of things, and that you'd be looking into that. Date and time is what shows that on the bottom, so if you wanted to have that for record for whatever reason, it's good to set that. And then obviously you can format the stuff inside, which just deletes everything on the well, I want to say drive, but it's not a drive, on the card, I'm guessing it's inside, inbuilt. And then obviously default settings will default everything to the defaults, and this just says what this is. So there you go.
Please subscribe, like and share, and you know, If you have any comments or anything like that, just pop them in if you've got any questions. I will put a pinned comment for what this is, the model is, and where you can find it. I'm not being affiliated at all with this. There's no promotion. I don't get paid anything by you buying one of these. I just really like them, and I think they look really creepy. Thank you.